The God phone.
Chacha macha with a fucking black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, little bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit, little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit.
Just gonna, I was gonna just start hissy fit. That's literally. It's like he's all this is just him posturing and trying to just be a distraction and deflect from what he doesn't want people to talk about. That's all generally his shit is about. Is just deflect. Don't look over here. Look at me saying some crazy shit and talk about that instead.
We just ran in the spot and they would spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him speaking this and we just ran in the spot and they would spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like a finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent, a message. You the best. If it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You a scaring of me. Leader, but that ain't a parent of me.
I'm sure it is when you're trying to take away mailboxes and make it as difficult as possible and make shit as delayed and slow as possible. That's what happens. You got worried about people voting by mail, then you really worried, really that concerned you're gonna lose, huh? Yo, getting that mail and voting. You do it your damn self. Clearly you believe in it enough. You do it your damn self. Oh Lord, I hope.
In the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
He does. Most of my games are pretty much over by halftime. I'm sure he's on there and slide on. What is this? What's your coach?
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Get offended about these power rankings.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
In like week 5, no one's gonna care about, think about who's ranked where in week 5.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Screen play, McKinnon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
My God,
and this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They call it a pickup of 3 and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
Their own 40-yard line.
It ain't easy being choosy.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up first and 10 at the 40. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He gets this to Davante Adams, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Wow, that sauce.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. Touchdown, Packers.
Rodgers pass complete.
Davante Adams, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Oh, God.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On the return, the Niners take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
At the 38-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
High percentage passes or like
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The Packer fans, and not to mention members of this defense, likely hoping to forget what Mostert did to Green Bay in the NFC title game last year. 29 carries, 220 yards, and an NFL postseason record tying 4 touchdown runs.
I like it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I love it.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
For Deebo Samuel.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Able to haul it in is Kittle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Garoppolo, quick throw out to Ayuk.
Nothing better than
and he'll be brought down. It looks like right at the 40. That catch good for only a couple. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground. 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami.
What do you think you're supposed to be doing?
Brings up 3rd and 6.
What do you think your job description is? Clearly, that's what he thinks.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
I probably in my slumber when you get that.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 29, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, 49ers nothing.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 23. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Garoppolo throwing on 2nd. They're trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the 2nd half.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And now look at him go. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 79 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
For San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From just shy of midfield, Rodgers. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
30-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rodgers to throw once more. Pass incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
On the play. First down, Green Bay.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Devin.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the rookie second-round pick, it's A.J. Dillon with it. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. He had 3 catches last week. That one his 3rd on this drive alone. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A.J. Dillon with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, 49ers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo on the slant, able to find Ayuk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Here we go, here we go. Ready? Rip right. 57, Mike, 57. Got one, Omaha. 57 is the Mike, Rock 57. Hey, 12. There you go. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Close.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
57
A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. That's caught at the 25. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
Debo Samuel out here. Debo Samuel out here doing some absurd. I don't know. This nigga's made some one-handed. Niggas made some ignorant one-handed catch. That's all I know.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for George Kittle. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Just snapped it and said George Kittle was getting this ball across the coverage. This nigga had 40 people. up into Jair Alexander and my safety, and I think one of my linebacker. It's Mike Nick.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's a great franchise building quarterback.
You got 21.
I appreciate it.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Oh, he's going to risk the biscuit.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Watch the boot.
100% certain George Kittle's getting this ball.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers get a score.
Well, I've been using my safety in this game, so
now Gold for the extra point.
So, like, I took him out. Yeah, and I just took him out. It was just clear. It was easy. He ran a post play right where the safety I had for that. Basically, it's like, because Kittle was running strict and he saw a jump that, so he had to go to plan B. And that
so with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
It's 35-14, so it just makes
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
No, never no reaction. Alright, check out Devontae Adams before he dies on the field. Let's throw some cheese at him. He's gonna think throw another swing pass to him. They've been hitting up with like all motion swing passes.
Offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Love lets it go for Nelson. That's caught at the 25. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. J.J. Nelson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Mason
Crosby. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Oh, he's not terrible, but he's
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Austin on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams great to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. But sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I'll start taking everybody out.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Where I have all my manual subs in.
On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
The ball carrier.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
We keep Savage in the game, that's why I like using him.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Raheem Mostert averaged 5.6 yards per carry last year. That was 2nd in the NFL. So it's safe to say that it paid off that he patterned his work ethic after his hero, Frank Gore, the former 49er. That's a guy who really shows you how to go out and get it done each and every day. Raheem Mostert patterned him and had a breakout season in 2019 with the 49ers.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Crosby with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
I mean, yeah.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
It's only one person watching, and I doubt it's anyone from this league, and if it is,
and they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Austin on the return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
And that's another pick
and
for
looking
Savage.
for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
They'll take over first.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Following the interception, Love, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Number 33.
A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Packers 56.
Hey, this is what last year
49ers 14.
That's my offensive coordinator for a year.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Return. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
As you said, fitting you're the Packers. I guess sitting on the Chiefs. Like I'm about to say fitting you're losing.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to dig down deep.
No, because
they need something right now. Really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room today. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up! Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And some space here. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 26. A big pickup of 38.
It's a little bit like baseball.
Yeah, it's
like
it's cheese.
Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
It's obvious.
Big runs
you see it coming.
That's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't.
You're more likely to run it out. We'll pick them off.
You
see them.
Not in this
case. You see them.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Niners, they eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Gould able to tack on the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
Is they run another route off of it because they know I'm going to jump that damn motion screen. I wasn't
fielded near the back of the end zone.
Just get beat off that motion screen.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Pretty much what that is, unless your dude is playing it perfectly, which is very rare. The computer plays that perfectly.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. They give to Dillon out of the gun. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Love. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
A gain of 12.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And the Packer first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. This is Dillon on the counter. And some room to work. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A.J. Dillon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And this offense is running away with this one. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Yeah. Niggas be trying, niggas be fighting.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Javon Austin on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
It's not be the right.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
It could be worse. Beat that guy.
Down. 52 blue. Here we go. On the ball. Ready.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Dre Greenlaw on the tackle. It's a pickup of 3.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Blame him. You don't even know.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
57's Mike 57.
Love from the gun. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You know, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Clemson's running right into the transfer portal.
The Packers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 7. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
Green Bay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you get a heck of a tight end candidate.
Taking off with him if no one's open.
Again, it's Love. They're hauling it in, Nelson.
Yep.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
The 28-yard line.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 49ers 30-yard line.
So he's already a touchdown away from full-blown TPE.
30-yard line, 2nd and 12. Working out of the gun. Love. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
They'll run on first down. Dillon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now Crosby for the point after.
This just shows the idea now.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
50 seconds. 70, 49ers 21.
That basically did. Just to say fuck you.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
So, yep, it's 70 to 21 right now.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Tyler said, chill out. Tyler must be the one watching. I just told Tyler that he should have shut up. Just gonna keep him mild. They're like a
the 49er offense set to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They hand it off to Mostert. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Raheem Mostert, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Nice.
The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Sure it is.
Now Kaepernick. Screen play, McKinnon. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And a screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Then I'm going to swing pass on the first play. That's the red. That's the call it the red lash knee.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And he will have the first down, but hold everything. A flag is down. This one might not stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Some starters around this shit.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring in 2nd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down
international
and 9.
Culture them, and they got some great genes. It's just J-Lo and freaking Shakira. They're like 55. I still tongue in their ass.
On 3rd and long, it's Kaepernick. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Kaepernick to throw for it on 4th. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd. Waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
Clarksdale, are you serious?
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Mike's 57, 57's Mike. I'm here. Easy.
One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Packers, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll lose an important one here as that drops them to 5-4 on the season. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
That's what I understand. People complain about the swing passes when the motherfuckers literally tell you, hey, swing pass coming. Quarterback stops, waves, motions the guy, and nothing triggers your brain to say, maybe it's just turnover. Understand that part of but can't teach stupid. Can't fix stupid. I'm not trying to show out. I like it. You know.